So, hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. This is season 2026-2027, and this is the season opener of the Bundesliga season, and it will begin in this weekend. And obviously, predictor Kyle, I'm going to be covering for Jordan, who's the predictor for this league, and he's going to cover from for October onwards until the end of the season, hopefully. And the reason I'm covering for him in September is because of number one, he's going through an injury currently. So yeah, he's injured. So that's why. So we start off with the Bundesliga, and Bundesliga has amazing games starting, you guys. And we have the first game, Bayern Munich versus Stuttgart. Bayern Munich, the reigning champions of the Bundesliga. They're playing against Stuttgart. I'm thinking this will be a good game against two good teams. Stuttgart is playing Champions League football for this season, and Bayern Munich is reigning champions. And I think this could be a four-goal match, and it will be a four-goal match. And I'm going 3-1 win for Bayern Munich. Yes, and next one is Elversberg versus Leverkusen, newly promoted side versus a side that finished in sixth place. Leverkusen will be playing Europa League football. They have downgraded from Champions League to Europa League football for this season, and they'll they'll be able to smash this team 4-0. Yeah. Next game is Union Berlin versus Frankfurt. This is a tight game, easily a tight game. The gap between each other is 4 points, 5 points last season, and that's like two game mix apart from each other that they finished last season. And Frankfurt was that's 3 points away from qualifying for European competitions. And that means Union Berlin that's 8 points away. Union Berlin, yeah. So it shows how close this match is, and then I really think it will be a tight game. It will be a 1-1 game. Yeah. Next is Cologne versus Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim did well last season, and they qualified for European competition, and they're playing Europa League competition. Cologne was that's 3 points above from being relegated, and I think Cologne will start off well, and Hoffenheim will equalize, so to be a 1-1 equalizer. Next is Mainz versus a newly promoted side, Paderborn 07. I think Mainz will beat Paderborn 07 3-1. Next is Leipzig versus Mönchengladbach. Leipzig qualified for Champions League football. They are playing the league first, and Mönchengladbach finished in the mid-table. They finished with that 8 points, and they were thus 9 points away from nine. Really, nine? Wow. Okay. Yeah, we had confirmation 9 points away from European qualifying for Europe, and that was just 3 game weeks away apart. So it was that close, and I really think Leipzig has too much power in the quality, and Leipzig could beat Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-1. 2-1, sorry. 2-1. Yes. Dortmund versus Dortmund versus Hamburger SV. Dortmund finished in position number 2, 73 points. They did not even have there's no title charge last season. Dortmund Bayern Munich just walked over the league last season. They only lost once, and Dortmund was clearly a good competitor to Bayern Munich. And for Bayern, they've been walking over the league easily, except from that time when Xabi Alonso shocked Bayern, and Xabi Alonso won Bundesliga. Xabi Alonso was the only real title charger that really pushed Bayern, but apart from that, Dortmund wasn't really. And I think this season, Dortmund will not be a real title charger as well. So I think but for this season, I'm going to go for Dortmund to beat Pader Hamburger SV 3-1. Hamburger SV finished 13th, that's 8 points, and yeah. Next, second last is Freiburg versus Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen finished the last spot for survival. That is 15th. They finished at 2 points. That was 3 points above relegation. And it was so close to relegation that when the Bremen can just go, that was close. We survived. Yeah, and for Freiburg finished position number 7. They are playing in the for the Conference League playoff round, and yeah, playoff round. That means if they win those playoff round, they can qualify for Conference League. So I think Freiburg has too much quality to beat the Bremen. I'm going for 4-0 game. Yeah. Augsburg versus Schalke. As Schalke is back in the Bundesliga. Augsburg versus Schalke, that should be a 1-1 game. And I think that's wrap it up for my predictions. I'll see you guys for game week 2. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If like the channel, like the stream, comment down your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys as well, your predictions. How excited are you about this season, and what we can work on as well. So apart from that, I'll see you guys next time.